14th of August, 1939. Blitzkrieg. And the achievement that I once did once upon a time, 30 Minutes of Hell. You know what? There's been many DLCs, many patches since then. Why don't we return to it and see if 30 Minutes of Hell with the Poland strategy will even work? You're about to see something really bizarre. And if this works, it's going to be the most impressive Polish achievement ever. I mean, who isn't better than Poland for surviving, right? Now watch very closely. The setup for this is very, very, very important. Okay? Are you watching? Huh? You watching? Good. First of all, we must grab railways. Make a railway right there. Are you following? Max that railway out. You following? Yeah. Grab all the army. Fallback line. Here to here. Yeah. You following that? Convert them to horses. That's right. Horse boys. Boom. Next up. Horse boys will no longer have recon and will be slightly larger to be glorious 10-width cavalry. Are you still paying attention? Yeah. We don't need to worry about anything else apart from the guns. Everything else can be trashed. Are you still paying attention? Now you must select one of the focuses. Sanction left, sanction right, the castle. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. He needs to just fix the issue with the political left and right in Poland. It's a stupid historical mechanic. I don't like it, but whatever. Here we are. Build mills inside of Warsaw. And guns. Guns. Factory power. Assembly line. Cavalry. Infantry. Air superiority. Why not? Defense. You're going to need defense. Oh, we're going to need defense so badly. Yeah, planes. There we go. Last thing. Okay, that's it. Right? Are you ready now? 5 speed. Off we go. Move to the front line. Here come the Germans. Divide up the armies. Field Marshal. Ooh, he's pretty good, but we've not got the command power. We'll go with him then. Okay, find generals. They go for cavalry officer. Trust me, that's important. Cavalry officer. That's right. Preparing for the Germans arriving. Doing star jumps and push-ups. This is how we train. The Polish army is ready. And here they come. The baddies. Okay, stop exercising. Stop. We need to build entrenchment and organization. Very important. Radio propaganda. More war support's always going to be useful. We're going to need more stability. You're always going to be low stability, so fix that with worker conditions. Next up, we can go full war economy. We can also fix our embargoed economy. So, does it matter? Free trade? Yes, sure. And why not extensive conscription as well? Now, we wait for the Germans to arrive. Next thing that's important is you get rid of the fallback line. You don't want them to shuffle around. So here they come. The Germans close in. It's dark. It's time for war. Join the Allies? I mean, sure. The Anglo-Polish alliance. The Germans won't dare to attack now. Not sure about that. And here we go, the first attack, and they push into us. So be aware, the AI right now thinks it can win, okay? So it'll push, it will attack, it will try and concentrate all its firepower. It's got a very wide combat width because it attacks from so many angles. However, you are attacking into areas that are quite difficult to break, so just be aware of that. Now we play the waiting game. So initially, the Germans aren't that strong. So the initial attacks aren't actually that powerful. So for the most part, you can kind of hold ground and just wait and dig in. This is a really good time to level up your generals and gain loads and loads of XP. In this case, you can go for bold attack. Probably tenacious defense is probably going to be better. Okay, let's remove the fog. The fog has been lifted. Here they come. Okay, so you can either sanction the left and do the left chairman or the second man of the state, depending who you're starting with the left and right. See, hand on heart, I don't think it makes a big difference. Some of these focuses down here are not very good. The focuses that are good, though, is prepare for the inevitable. And once you've fixed your issue in your country and you don't want to get a civil war, you can go for these focuses. Look at this. 5 factories off map. 5 civvies off map. A free agency with 2 operatives. Another 6 factories. These focuses are mad strong. Okay, so you can see right here, the Warsaw isn't holding very well. So you grab your boys, right click, move them over. And there you go. You're holding firm now. If they don't move initially, just keep right clicking and eventually they will move. The retreat command is strong. Import allied propaganda films. More war support means extra defense on core territory that will help us hold. It's really tempting right now to use desperate defense, but trust me, you're going to need that in between the fall of France and the invasion of the Soviet Union. That's when the Germans get the most aggressive, and that's when you're going to need it. Onwards. Defend, gentlemen. Hold. Prepared defense. Extra defense. Yeah, that's going to go a long way. What is this guy? The leftist legionary? 15% attack and defense for special forces? Wow. Wow. Okay, I take it back. The left path is better than the right path. GG. Okay, things are getting a little bit hairy right now, and I don't like it. So I'm going to go close air support and interception. Just avoid losing all of our fighters in one go and do more air crews. This will hold them back just ever so slightly. They've still got a dominant air, and they're going to annihilate our planes, but this just gives us a little bit more support on the ground. Once again, all the fronts are losing right now, and they're all within a few days of each other. So my advice to you at this point, pop into decisions and do desperate defense. Gives you a massive 20% defense, and it will go a long way to hold ground. Meanwhile, in Europe, France breaking the Alps and also Germany just not doing anything. Another element that's really worth your time is having low supply here, which is inevitable, sadly. You got to fix this with a little bit motorized priority. Just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then gradually make motorized as time goes on. No access to steel, no access to rubber. How are they making these trucks? What are they made out of? We have our first cavalry expert. Soon, he'll be part of our officer corps. Soon. No reason to wait. Get that 10% defense. The cold winter has arrived. Snowy defenses are the new thing. All right, now we can get the free factories. Prepare for the inevitable. It's not quite inevitable because we've not surrendered yet, but we're still here. We're still fighting in the bitter cold. A few forts in Warsaw go a long way as well. For some reason, they like to hit Warsaw more. Don't know why. Also, it's a better idea to go hold the north one here other than the south one. The reason for that is you've got the big river above you. So any attacks from the north here have a big penalty, where here you're just mostly completely surrounded. Oh, here they come through the lowlands. Meanwhile, we get a rest. So exercise. The inevitable, which is unlimited factories. First, we'll get the agency. Be aware, there is an element of randomness sometimes. Sometimes your divisions will collapse. You'll fall back, you'll lose. It is what it is. Unfortunately, this requires a few runs. Sometimes you get unlucky. Sometimes you'll hold for a very long time. Sometimes you're losing. Sometimes you're failing. Sometimes you're up. Sometimes you're down. Like life. Right. Welcome to the danger phase. All of the Axis versus you. If you survive this phase, then you've won. Between now and Barbarossa is going to be the most intense it's going to be. So my advice is go for this, the long push home. This gives you 20% defense for one whole year. You got to use this just at the right time. Because if you use it too early, you're going to waste it. And if you use it too late, well, I guess you get a little bit of an extra attack power, I suppose. Hit left flank is breaking. Move from the center to the left. So always a good idea to have a decent amount of troops in the center, even if the center isn't getting attacked. That means you get time to recover your org, and that means you can swiftly move left or right depending on what area is falling. Now, if you're able to, I'd recommend making the division bigger. It's important you don't run out of guns, and you don't run out of manpower as well. Yeah, that's the manpower limit, so we can add 2 battalions on. So, if something gets really hairy, and you're getting low org on all 3 of your provinces, this is when you deploy your desperate defense. So, luckily, if you use a desperate defense quite early, in between the fall of France and your initial invasion, that's great, because the cooldown will reset, and then you get desperate defense again. So you can use it once again in an emergency. I'm pretty comfortable right now, so don't feel like hitting it. Okay, service by requirement. More manpower is needed. Okay, we've got a level 6 boyo. We know what that means. He's no longer a specialist. He is now an expert. Fire the other guy. And now the cavalry expert. Extra 5% attack and defense. Stack those bonuses. So how does this differ from the last time I did this? Eventually, the Germans stop attacking. And then you can start to make encirclements on this little province in the center here by going around. But you just never get the opportunity to do that because they just keep attacking. Hey, I'm not against this. However, this does make the strategy a little bit different and probably a little bit more challenging as well. Another thought, they had the scorched earth tactic as well, so you could actually do that just prior to the Germans invading, giving you a little bit more time to exercise and a little bit more time to build entrenchment. Makes those initial first year or year 2 just a little bit easier. Okay, things are getting pretty hairy now. Can you see all these divisions here? All low org. So eventually they could all break at once, so be careful. So, desperate defense is needed. All right, they stopped attacking. We get a moment of rest. We can reorganize the divisions a little bit, but be really careful. Don't move too many divisions all at once because they will break your entrenchment, and it is going to leave you vulnerable, so just be aware. Be careful. Adding spies into the mix is important. It gives you a slight intel advantage, and it also reduces their planning bonus attack. So, not a big difference. However, every little helps. This general has rolled 10 into planning. Of all the 4 stats, that's the only one I'm not using. Okay, so Warsaw's taking a bowing. What I do is move them to the center, let them regain some organization, and then move them back to Warsaw. Ready? Head back. There we go. Back and forth. The juggling of Warsaw. And the other low org guys, they can move over as well. And then the 24 high org can hold for the time being. It's on now. A moment to shine is here. All right. Is this it? Is this my opportunity? Are you giving me a chance, AI? I think it is. This is it. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Okay, you go here and you go here. Can it be done? Can we break them? Ooh, the horses aren't as strong as I remember. It looks like it's doable. Hold the middle. Hold the middle. Once broke on the left and the right. Here we go. Oh, no. We reinforced at the last second. Boom. The famous 30 minutes of hell pocket. Done. Okay, welcome to the rinse and repeat section where you must do this over and over and over again until you lose your mind. Oh, they're going to counterattack now? Feeling a bit aggressive? No? No? Yes? No? Wait for at least 3 divisions to move into here. No. 2, 1, 3. All right, time to go. We'll go with 2. One's breaking, and then the other one is broken. Another encirclement. Another, boys. Support attack. Rinse and repeat. If you're struggling with manpower, what you can do is push into another state, capture that state. There you go. With all the manpower we've got. Then you throw all that manpower into a pool here. We can drop down our conscription because we don't need it anymore. Go here. Boom. Go here. And then they let them take the land back. Yep. And then release the pool. And there you go. 175k banked for another day. And you can do the same with the state down here as well. In fact, we'll just do that now. There we go. Banked 163k. There we go. We'll come back. Let them take that state back. They're very reluctant. They're very nervous. Taking it or not? No. Yes. No. Yes. No. There you go. And the manpower is back. I think we've seen some kind of improvement in the AI. The AI is reluctant to move forward. It's getting smart now. Does that mean I'm going to have to do bigger pockets? It's looking that way. A long time since I've done this. So move 2 divisions. Move 2 divisions. Move 2 divisions. Move 2 divisions. All the way. Wrap around. Let's see how effective this is. Because I've gone for ambusher on the generals, our attack capabilities are a little bit low. And the amount of attack that we're doing is just, it's just not very good, to be fair. There we go. And we're going to make a pocket. Yes. Yes. And we get a tank. That looks like a win to me. Again. 3 infantry. I'll take that. And another one. 4 this time. So the 30 Minutes of Hel challenge is 1.8 million, I believe. Currently, they've lost 3.7 million to us. We've lost 634,000. And currently, Germany is on all adult serve, and they have 0 manpower. Well, no, 6. No, back to 0. Someone thought about joining, and then they were like, nah, we're the baddies. Pass. AI is reluctant to move forward. There's gaps here, guys. Come on, move forward. I know you want to. I'm actually tempted to make a battle plan here. So tempting. Do I? No. No, I'll resist. No. Okay, let me just try something. Push to Slovakia. Actually, no, not all the way to Slovakia. Just break this railroad here. Oh, that'll be big. Break the supply train eastwards. South secured. Railway has been cut. Then we cut the northern one by pushing to Danzig, right? Yeah. This is going to be risky. We'll give it a go, though. We made a push. We didn't get all the way to the coast, though. But I think we've definitely disrupted their supply lines. I think most of the supply for this eastern push now is coming by sea with convoys. Is this affecting the war effort? Probably not. There we go. From coast to coast. Well, actually not quite coast to coast, but one coast to Slovakia. We now construct the Poland Wall. A wall to keep the Germans out. Oh, Japan's been capitulated. This happens a lot, and I love to see this. Historical game. Port has been built. I own German territory now. Can I trade now? Still can't trade with anyone, though. I have no idea why. I broke it. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Whoop, whoop. That's how trade works. The great, what would you call this? The great S of Poland. Oh, no. 40 with horse. Is this a good idea? I think this is a really bad idea because I think this is going to use a huge amount of supply. A slight lack of guns as well. Oh, allies launch an attack from my S. Amazing supply. All connected with the railroads too. Soviets were about to fall, but the front line has fallen silent. Status report. Snaking in France. Italy collapsed. Yugoslavians back pushing through the Balkans. Pushing out of the Poland Wall. And the allies look like they're actually making ground. Meanwhile, I'm trying to produce guns here with practically nothing. It's interesting, look. Lack of resources, minus 100% production output. If you look really closely, the actual production efficiency is going up. Explain that, huh? Those workers are sat there doing nothing, but yet they're becoming more efficient. More efficient at sitting down. Push. Off you go. The most interesting thing here. Whoa, the nuke in Prague. They're neutral. Why did you do that? Rip. Anywho, the most interesting thing about this is that I inflicted 4.5 million casualties to the Germans, okay? My contribution is 26%, which is the highest. Oof. We're taking a big chunk of Germany from this war, boys. And we lost 900,000 to the Germans, which is not too bad in comparison. Now, this is a Warsaw Uprising. The biggest part of Germany now is living space. Germany down. Well, mostly. Hungary is the remaining major power. Ooh, we get some cool choices. Ooh, we get some good opportunities to expand here. The memo, East Prussia. Oh, yeah. Oh, and historical borders. Okay, okay. Grab Slovakia. Yep. Little bit of Czech lands. Prague, too. Yeah, I think that seems pretty reasonable. Southern Slovakia. I'll take that. Oh, the Soviets won it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. With the amount of blood that we spilled, we definitely got what we deserved. Soviet pressure, Soviet.70D. We are now in a state to pick another fight. We will not be dictated by Stalin. What was that? So 30 Minutes of Hell does work okay. The old strategy does work. I'll admit it's harder than it once was. And I'm going to become clean with you. I save scummed like 5 times in this Let's Play because every now and then you have a front line that collapses and you just have to save scum to go back again and try it again. My advice is give this a go with Iron Man turned off, and then when you master it and you've got it perfectly, you can do it with Iron Man. But be aware there's a lot of RNG. Finally, the Great Wall of Poland. The S. Level 10 forts all the way around Warsaw. I like that. That's beautiful. I love it. Thank you for watching. Do you want more? Well, YouTube's giving you more. Give this one a click. This is the next video.